I walked through rain that never touched my skin. Stood in
Good morning,
the wind,
everybody, wherever you are in the world, and
but it
welcome to
blew
the channel.
me in.
I'm getting a bit more comfortable in doing these videos now, so I hope you will stay with us, because I'm hoping that we can help one another in the comments, and people out there that have had a stroke, maybe they're feeling down, and I'm hoping that we can actually bring everyone's life together a bit more and help one another. So thank you so much for watching video 6. So in this video I'm going to talk about some of the other impacts that the stroke has had on my life, and not just on my life but also family members. It's a serious problem that is an ongoing problem. So what I'm trying to do with this channel is to prove a point that if we can get our mind right and with the right protocol, we can actually get back to somewhere where we was before. So please stay with me, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you. So apart from obviously my health, where I'm struggling to walk, and other problems what the stroke has caused, one of the biggest impacts that has affected me is that I can't drive again. Now, I passed my driving test when I was actually 16 on a motorcycle. So I've been on the road for 61, 62 years. So all of a sudden, just out the blue and overnight, I can't drive no more, which has really, really affected me. But the reason I can't drive is because I've always preferred driving a van, not a car. So I don't think that I really want to drive in this country no more. But in the Philippines, I've got a car which is an automatic. So I'm looking forward to getting back there later this year, and maybe out in the provinces I'll be able to get driving again, because it's an automatic. So basically it should be quite easy. I don't think I'll be driving in Manila, because Manila is a whole different ball game, which even able-bodied can be a nightmare if you're a foreigner. There's no two ways about it. Some of the things that happen in Manila when you're driving, in this country it would get you lynched. So I don't think I'll ever be driving back in Manila. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Let's see. So thank you for watching. Another thing that's hit me is that I couldn't actually go back to my old home. I really loved living there. I lived there for 23 years, and although we had a small garden, it was what I call cozy. Whenever I was stressed, I could go and sit in the garden and absorb the sun when we have sunshine in the UK, and it was peaceful. So I really miss that. I'm in an apartment now. We've got gardens here in the apartment block where I am, but it's not the same. It's not the same as being able to go and sit in your own garden, put your feet up and relax. So that's another thing that has affected me that I really miss. Another thing, I know this might sound stupid, but where I live now, in the apartment block, I can't put my music up very loud. So I'm an old rocker, as we call it in the UK. So I love rock and roll music. I like loud music. In my old house, we lived on the corner, so I could turn it up as loud as I really wanted. No one would hear it, even 10 o'clock of the night time. So here, you know, I have to turn it down a bit. I can't rock and roll, if you understand where I'm coming from. Sounds silly, but it's another little thing that's my life has took me down a notch to where I used to be. Yeah, so that's another point. So guys, as well as the other things that the stroke has affected, which has took me down of stuff I can't do no more. Another big aspect is the fact that I can't actually go out on site working with the guys. Yeah. I really, really miss that. Yeah. I miss the banter. I miss the travelling. I miss meeting some really interesting people on houses that we work on. And the fact that I'm not being active, climbing around, doing this and doing that. So that's another aspect where this stroke has affected me. So hopefully I might be able to get out on site as the year goes on to do some filming. So that'll be quite interesting. We was planning to push on in Spain with our work and also the Philippines, but we've put that on hold for now. Yeah, but let's see how the year goes, and we still might be able to bring it all together, and basically that would be very interesting. It make good videos, yeah, and seeing how things go. So thanks for watching up to now. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So another thing. This is what they call sheltered accommodation, yeah, which basically means we've got a nighttime staff that if you're not well at any time, you can press a buzzer and they will come to help you or call an ambulance or whatever. The problem is that every morning they're going to do a roll call, yeah. Basically, it's if you're still alive, I think. Yeah. So this comes in normally about between 8 o'clock in the morning and about 8:15. So I'm always up by then. I'm sitting on edge waiting for this. Mr. Taylor, are you all right? Are you awake? Jesus Christ. It's enough to give you an heart attack. Yeah. So, you know, it's like being in the army, the roll call, yeah. But I can understand the reasoning behind it, but I would imagine that some people are still asleep. Good God, it's going to give them an heart attack. So instead of trying to save a life, they're going to take a life. So it's just another little point. Yeah, it's okay. So on the plus side, where I'm living at the moment, yeah. I've got to know everybody. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 people living in the flats. And I've got to really know more or less everybody. Yeah, I am an outgoing person. I'm a Gemini, so I do like to chat. And it's nice to, most of the people here are sort of all in their 60s up to their 80s and 90s. Yeah, so we've got a lot in common when we were chatting about the old days. So we've got a nice lounge downstairs, a restaurant. So overall, it's okay. It's okay, yeah. And because the people here are so nice, it's a bonus. There's always someone to talk. You know, you don't have to be lonely here. I can go downstairs and basically chat away to people, yeah. But I still miss my house, yeah. I still miss my house, yeah. So, as I've said in the other videos, I'm looking forward to getting our businesses up and running. I'm really looking to going back home to the Philippines later this year because I really, really miss the Philippines. I miss the atmosphere and everything about it. So I'm really looking forward. And family there, yeah. I'm just looking forward to going back there. So that'll be another journey with a video. Yeah, I will sort of video the journey, and then once I get there, that'll be more and more stuff to talk to. Because sometimes when you're doing these videos, it's difficult to know what to talk about. Yeah, there's only so much you can talk about. The following videos will be easy because I'm going to be basically pumping iron. Yeah, that's what the video channel is all about. Is about getting fit. Because unless you're fit, you can't do nothing in life. You just can't do nothing in life. You can't rely on other people all the time. So if there's an opportunity to get fit, which I've got, I thank God that I have got this opportunity, that I'm going to pursue it. And on the journey, I want to inspire people. I want people to comment. I want it to go backwards and forwards. I want to know from people their own personal experiences. Yeah, because someone telling me in their comments, someone will read the comments and maybe that will resonate with their life and basically help them. I've read so much stuff online about stem cell therapy. Does it work? There's clinics in Switzerland that are saying for 28 grand they can basically get your neurons all linked up again and this, that and the other. Does it work? I'm seeing gadgets on there that you put your feet on, yeah, that's supposed to connect the brain waves up again. Does it work? So I really would like anyone that's done this, that's checked all this out, to let us know. Let us know. Does it work? Yeah. And what your own journey is like in your country. What's it like in the States? I'm in the UK. Yeah. So what's it like there? Do you get a lot of help? The funny thing about it is that because my wife's from the Philippines, yeah, I'm always looking at Philippine stuff. And it surprised me the amount of people, young people, that have had a stroke in the Philippines. Now, I don't know why that is. I have questioned it. But it seems to be that the food there is very high in salt. Yeah. But it seems to me that they get quite a lot of good care there. I'm looking at some of the gadgets that they're using, whether they get them from China, and I'm thinking, you know what, that might help me. Yeah, so that's another thing. Yeah, so although in the UK we think we're sort of really up there with all the medical advances, sometimes I'm looking at, poorer countries, and it seems they've got better medical facilities and that there's more help there. So give me your comments. Let us know. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching again. So guys, thanks for watching up to now. I'm going to bring this video to a close now. So please watch the end of the video where it's just another story, just to break up the monotony of doom and gloom, talking about depressing stuff all the time with illness and strokes. So please watch the rest of the video. I hope that you enjoy it, and thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much. So guys, as you know, I've been talking about the Philippines quite a lot in this video. So this story is going to be of something that happened in the Philippines a few years ago, which is quite entertaining. So my car in the Philippines is a black Fortuner, which is quite a large vehicle. The windows are all tinted black, yeah, so it looks quite an important car when it's driving along. So I'm driving around near the Mall of Asia, yeah, and all of a sudden I get stopped by the police. So these are police guys on motorcycles, yeah, and they pull me over and they ask me different questions. And then he said to me, "Sir," he said, "we're going to need to fine you because you've taken a wrong turn back there." So I said, "Oh, sorry about that." He said, "Yeah." He said, "So what you've got to do, you need to leave the car here and go to the city hall, pay the fine, and then you'll be able to come back and pick your car up. So this guy is not the normal police. From what I was told at the time, it's military police. Yeah, so he's standing there, only a young kid, maybe early 20s, only a young kid. Yeah, with gun at the side, so quite a bit intimidating and stuff like that. So I said, okay then. So I said, yeah, sorry about that. I said, I followed the lorry. So he said, no, he said, it doesn't matter. So I said, okay then. So with that, another 2 guys have pulled up, and then another one. So now I've got 4 cops all standing around the car. So I said to him, well, can I pay the fine now? Instead of basically going to the city hall, I said, can I pay you the fine? So he said, well, it's not normally that we do it that way. He said, but okay. So I said, how much is the fine? So he said, it's going to cost about 600 pesos. So I said, okay then. So in my mind, I thought, okay, there's 4 of them. Maybe if I give them a drink, they might let me go. Yeah. So I give him 2,000 pesos. Yeah. And the look on his face was one of astonishment. Wow, he said. I said, it's for your time. I said, I really appreciate that, you know, I'm not going to have a lot of problems going to City Hall and stuff like that. So he said, okay, so thank you very much. So I give him the 2,000 pesos. So he said to me, where are you going? So I said, I'm actually going back to the Pavilion Hotel. So he said, okay then. He said, we'll escort you. He said, just follow us. So there I am. I've got 4 guys on motorcycles, outriders, escorting me through the traffic in Manila, through the lights. We've pulled into the Pavilion Hotel, and all the porters there come running out. They thought, obviously, I'm a celebrity. So there you go. It's the best 2,000 pesos I've ever spent in my life. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. So it's just a question of, if you're in Manila and you're driving, be careful. Be careful. Thank you so much.
I walked through rain that never touched my skin, stood in the wind, but it blew me in. You spoke no words, but I heard you clear. Time folded twice